then?
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
The New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
Here we go, gentlemen. The tag team titles are up for grabs. Final preparations between partners before the action begins.
Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall submission.
Oh, for the title! Oh, man.
The challenger wriggles out in one.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very heated rivalry at the top of the tag team division. Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can
trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
Targeting the
Escape and a takedown.
Moving into the ring.
Bam!
I don't know what they're looking for here.
He's thinking a steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
timed his defense perfectly.
And that move might have crossed the line.
Chopped the champ down to size with that move. Oh, man!
Wood solo talents couldn't do much to help him against that attack.
Destructive offense from Jimmy.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Suplex! The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Oh! Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Overhand right lands.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Boom! And he comes in under the ropes now.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Oh, an uppercut. Might have lost the tooth.
Sharp punch.
Into a back suplex. Woods gets him back on the middle rope.
Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Jimmy Uso just trying to humiliate his opponent now.
Lands the elbow. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Oh, man.
Shoulder right to the knee. Now the pin for the championship. The champ narrowly kicks out.
What a match. Big forearm.
Kick right in the face. That no-nonsense attitude of the Usos being matched in kind there.
The power of positivity paying dividends for the New Day. Emphasis on power.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is entirely different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Boom! Uppercut! Jarring.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. What grace! Float over to the...
Nice DDT. Able to make a timely escape. Super kick finds the mark.
He's going back up a second time.
Top rope.
Landing the uppercut. And some effective offense with that one.
Innovative offense from the Usos. Could end it all right here.
Headed back into the ring.
Shocking inside cradle.
Small packages could be it.
Kicks out after one.
Right now. I just don't know what it's going to take.
From the top. Followed up by another to the chest.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Dumped face first.
Getting clubbed by the axe handle. And main event Jey Uso isn't looking so big after that hit there.
Yeah, that's Big E putting his in-ring acumen to good use. This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Right to the throat. The pin for the championship. He breaks up the pin attempt.
Face first into the chair.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Oh, no, now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be in his path of destruction.
New Day referred to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
He'll make his way to the ring.
Clothesline! Off with their head. Good night.
Sorry.
Super kick!
Jumping headbutt.
Clothesline delivered.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day. Here's the pin. Title could be decided. And referee cuts off the count in one.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
On the top.
Terrible pass.
To be crowned champion. Just escapes defeat.
Big E able to get out of the way.
Getting back into the ring now. Ooh. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not really about winning the tag team titles. It's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams
To decide the championship.
doing whatever it takes to keep this one alive.
Oh, he fends that off.
He quickly gets out of dodge. A narrow escape.
Chop block.
Right to the knee.
Into a guillotine.
Beautiful. Right into the cover.
Uh-oh. Flashback.
And a disorienting blow to the head there.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Devastating counter. Scouting paid off with a DDT.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude. But Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown the Usos!
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley's, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia, and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi, and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent, from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
From the top,
Diving double axe handle. She's going up now, going up high. From the top rope, through the air, and connects.
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match. The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior athleticism. Target acquired and destroyed.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
And that was a well-executed attack.
Stomp to the leg.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Able to reach the rope and put it on to the submission. She catches Bayley with a counter.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. Big forearm.
Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe.
Here we go.
Oh, she missed.
Springboard off.
Sentai. And now Naomi is thriving off the audience.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
Naomi really making Bayley feel the glow here.
Placing her against the turnbuckle.
Getting positioned on the top rope.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Challenger.
I gotta tell you, I thought she was done there.
Waistlock. Belly to belly. Bayley caught Naomi right where she wanted her, and now she's seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining the foothold.
And a well-timed counter.
Oh, man, drop kick. Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship.
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match.
Rear view by Naomi. Already headed towards a title change.
Makes a cover. And we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Atha after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Alpha, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother will put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've...
Up high.
Uh-oh. Boom! What a headbutt! Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Oh, my!
Oh, man. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from... This superstar is looking to end this right now.
This might do it! She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Sika making an example of his opponent.
And now Alpha's playing to the crowd.
And stays one step ahead.
No. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Well, that's one way to seize control of the match. Change the location to the ringside area.
And Sika, the Wild.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
This match could just about be over. Back suplex.
Looks like he's coming back in. Clothesline in the corner.
Vicious headbutt.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Devon Dudley heads up high. Watch out! Oh, God, a terrible landing on the outside. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. Sika out of there in a hurry. Ooh,
Devon's toughness being called into question by that offense.
Yeah, that's Sika putting his in-ring acumen to good use.
He's headed out to the ringside area. Up the rope he goes.
Blast off. Whoa, look out. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Might be time to look for exit strategies, gentlemen. gross.
That was savage. What a disgusting act. He's been put through the ringer tonight.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand.
Oh, man, landed hard.
Somebody's got to put a stop to this.
Devon's now being sized up. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise. Headbutt.
Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Watch out. You gotta be kidding me.
Soaring through the sky and crack.
Uh-oh, start with the spine.
You know what's coming next. What? Slides out the back door and he is free. Catches a kick to the face.
Bubba Ray now on the offensive.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Taking this match to the outside. Alpha never saw that coming. Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
That's just a beat down.
I still can't get over the look. Bubba cutter.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoan.
Devon Dudley looking to take this one biblical.
They tried from down inside. Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off. He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive target on it. To the sky.
Oh, he had that scouted. Oh, back elbow. And another stiff shot to the head here. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
A table. And guys, I don't think they're... Into the Samoan jaw. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Straight impact down the throat. Oh, no. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, He'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's...
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who've held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns in both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable if he wants that championship. He's got two sets of eyes watching his every move, so he needs to outmaneuver both Mello and Trick to succeed.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wes Lee earlier tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing. Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton.
Placed against the turnbuckles, using the elbow as a weapon. A continuous attack on Hayes.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way, well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Looking to end this thing.
Can they step through? Yes. Buck, and he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. Melo reminding his opponent that he don't miss.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, God. Wow. Hooked up. Driven down. Sikoa just absolutely laid waste to Melo. Can Solo win the title?
Just a nasty headbutt. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friends. Winding up. There's a Samoan spike. Ouch. The challenger clearing a path to the title. Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Yeah, that was clearly a rope break.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Misses the target. Hayes on the wrong side of that exchange.
There's the arm wringer, followed by the leg drop.
What a main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if
from the top, all the way to the outside.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
And Hayes turning it around.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Oh, saw what was coming and answers with the clothesline.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Ooh, one step ahead there. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy.
He puts him into the corner. Wicked clothesline.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends.
Ooh.
First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
What a spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours. It's the spinning Solo. Solo proving just how dazed. Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike.
The challenger might have what it takes to win.
Winding up.
Samoan spike. We might see a new champion crown.
And into the cover.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Devon. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's gonna handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in...
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in? Look at the torque. There's no escape from the...
He did it! Rollins wins the title!
Here is your winner, and
The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Had an answer for Reigns. Counter. Saw it coming. Neckbreaker attempt. Oh, look at the power. Into a neckbreaker of their own. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. Oh, and Rollins. Here comes Seth. Sling blade. Rollins into the pin. Title on the line. Gets the shoulder up after one.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Elbow puts an end to that.
And into the corner he goes.
And Rollins capitalizes.
Ripcord. Lariat.
High-risk plans from Rollins.
From the top. 5-star frog splash.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
The champion with his shoulder up before 2.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough. Rollins looking to end it. Stomp. It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Going for the cover. What? You gotta be kidding me.
How the hell do you kick out of that?
I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now. Oh, the elbow connects.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Oh.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns. Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
These two have learned each other so well. Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof. Getting set up in the corner now.
No escape from these punches.
Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat.
Superman punch!
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Trapped in the corner. Punch after punch after punch. Roman's on a roll here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
And he avoids what was coming.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's done.
Oof, that'll teach him not to showboat in the middle of a match.
Turning the tables.
We could see a count out here.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Right into a chop block. Debilitating counter.
Whip back into the ring. Good technique reversing Rollins.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest date. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out. Roman is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him. Down the round to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Able to reach the ropes looks that he's able to last here.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight,
Pin, title on the line.
champ's in trouble.
Breaks the close count.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
I think we know what Rollins is thinking now.
With the stomp.
The challenger comes up big.
And the cover.
Whoa! You gotta be kidding me. What just happened? I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit. Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that can ruin your whole balance.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Running sit-out powerbomb. Rollins.
Here it comes. Legs are locked up. You better believe it is. Oh, look at this.
Trying to turn it around. How impressive was that?
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. Did the champ just close this out?
Oh, and now cover for the championship. Oh, I thought the champ had it.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Stomping down. Big reversal by Rollins. Turns it around. Oh, stop, stop, stop.
And the forearm smash.
Oh, ooh.
Superman punch from Reigns. And Reigns unleashed absolutely everything he had on Rollins there. Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big.
The champ taking care of business here.
No surprise.
Reigns hits it.
The champ might have just ended things right there.
The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Rollins getting worked on here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize? Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stop to the gut.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Going up, uh-oh.
But right hands create separation and an escape. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half, but Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
Delivered into the barricade.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago. You just love seeing him get knocked down a peg.
Setting up for something here.
All the way down.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Reigns with a Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Spear by Reigns.
The champ might have just sealed things. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well,
move
there's your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Finally makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Playing him on the top rope. Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Superplex!
Reigns is wasting no motion.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Just disrespectful.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
Overwhelming attacks from Roman now.
Placed him in the corner here.
Superman punch by Reigns. And a spear. Will the champ make that pay off?
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. The champ is in control. Brutal impact into the corner.
Oh, caught him. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pedigree. Seth with a big
Cover. New champ incoming.
Shoulders up before 2.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Reigns able to sidestep.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof. Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town.
Superman punch!
That's it, the title's going nowhere.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is a tough.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
Taking it all. Settle the score. No, I will not take a loss. Taking it all. Kicking the door. Dropping. I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go, first two combatants locked in the war game structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle the match?
Blast off!
Diving forearm smash. Elbow drop. Got to be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uso, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Cinching in a waist lock, but right hands from the opposition. Oh, boot to the face!
Come on now. Is it not enough that they're already coming in with an advantage here? Is this really necessary?
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
Back suplex.
Very nice. Ooh, disrespectfully hurling that sign.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
He just flipped the script there.
Countering each other again and again.
Sami Zayn, who so much is a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
And Tonga Loa got turned around there.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Strong suplex.
Merciless knee to the face.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift in the status quo.
Oh, predicted what was coming.
And Zayn was right. If he's got a strategy, you might want to think about tapping into it.
Yeah, Jacob looked confident going on the attack.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a boom.
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Sent into the corner.
With the explosive suplex.
Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber of their being to be considered the true bloodline. There's some power behind that punch.
Tossed by the neck. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal. Sami Zayn with a big boot.
No doubt, Sami just ended this. Into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
Incline out, Wade. You guys don't think.
Don't do it!
No, 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 no.
An absolute leap of faith, as graceful as anything can be in a steel cage.
Cypress ring after this next competitor.
Uso
Now looking at Jay.
Jacob thought two got a problem here.
Jay Uso. This is as much about a mental advantage as a physical one.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Elbow.
Going up the cage now, must have some sort of strategy in mind.
From the top.
Scaling the turnbuckle here.
Uso.
Now Jimmy.
Uso. Jimmy just finished things.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through. Uso. Jimmy Uso splash.
Will Jimmy seal this up? This has been an epic encounter.
These fans are sending the decibel level off the scale.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
And he's just been tossed aside, and Jimmy leaves an opening. And looking at Jacob Foster.
Implanted by the DDT.
Does Jimmy have any fight left? And entering into an absolute war zone. Will Jimmy end this?
Climbing the wall.
Could this be it? Uso.
And just planting him with that DDT there.
No way Sammy recovers from that.
Tonga Loa looks lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon. Super kick on the money.
Usos looking to wrap this one up.
Stops the kick. One step ahead with the takedown. Counter right when it was needed. Right to the back of the neck. What a blow. Good night. And a rude awakening for Zayn there.
Yeah, Jacob got to somehow sustaining the advantage despite everything he's been through. Starting to scale off the War Games. He's got Uso.
And it's Jey Uso.
Will Jey take advantage?
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. And he's got cartoon birds swirling over his head right now for sure.
All these attacks in the head. He's going to end up with a lot more than this.
Sammy with a big boot.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Even the teams are looking out of the ring for a little extra insurance.
Tom and Miller looking evasive. Oh man, kick to the face.
He's definitely been worn down a little. Oh, kick right to the back. It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a War Game. Correction, Cole. We have ourselves a War Games. He answers right back. Lands the trash can. That'll leave a mark. Get in the middle rope. You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team were filling the War Games cage with their own blood. Totally helpless at the moment. Really challenging the tribal chief with that.
Yeah, this is the hostility Jacob Fox who wanted to bring.
Trying to kiss him.
Smart strategy by him.
Oh, no. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Bang. Oh, look at this. Perched up top. The audacity. And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there.
There's some power behind that punch. Big overhand.
Trying to secure the victory. Then we see Tonga Loa. He got the shoulder up in time. Thought he had it.
Got me, Kirby. Jey is in a very vulnerable position here.
Jimmy on his way to the
From way up. Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carry.
Jey is out. That is it.
kick out just before two.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
A jumping DDT, covering their opponent for the win. And keeps his partner alive. Then we see Reigns. Here's the cover. I think this may be the one. No.
Not like this. Bam! Earth-shattering.
Jey can seal it here. Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. Tama could end it there.
From the top. And Skinny decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Placed him in the corner.
Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not done yet.
Shoulders are down. Jacob's got to kick out.
Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
Kicks out. And now here's Jimmy Uso.
That could put Solo down for good.
Wow, that's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink in there, but to no avail. And that toss got some hang time. And the damage to the torso is just piling up.
Each blow to the midsection just laying on top. On the table with surprising accuracy.
This one done. 2. And Team Roman wins the War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Fires back with a crucial elbow. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this. Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage.
Oh, God.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
Right in the face.
My God.
Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
It's hard to watch, too.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Just grounded and pounded. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
And he just got caught good once again.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point.
Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark.
Kick to the back.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games. And over to the other ring he goes.
Suplex! Retaliates. Clothesline! What agility! Ooh,
strike.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side is less...
Zayn with a takedown. The coaching close. Zayn's no. What a reversal. Incredible. Oh, ouch.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Just breaking down the opponent.
Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Bullseye. A reversal. Well scouted. Oh, kendo stick right to the head. Sammy's scheme sure are helping him out there.
We're putting some punishing offense on display.
Solo Sikoa, he's balancing on top of the cage with something dangerous in mind.
This is great.
Caution to the win.
Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect.
I can't believe that connected.
Up high.
Axe handle from the middle rope. Sharp knee. A bone-rattling knee. Boom, right across the skull of the back.
Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here. Clothesline. What a way to get countered. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob will take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline.
Top rope.
And now Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy might have just finished things. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns is so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
And the tribal chief is now entering the bloodline War Games. Ooh.
We've seen that look before. Jay in position.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
This will turn your lights out in a hurry.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. Someone hold the roof down because I think it's coming off the hinges.
What an atmosphere. An insane amount of adrenaline must be coursing through these competitors' veins.
Wrists captured, striking down with the axe handle.
And Tonga Loa close things out.
And again, the torso is the target here.
Clearly attacking that area is the strategy tonight.
But his torso continues to be the target. Just like that, Tonga Loa gets stopped. The hit's starting to take their toll on him a little.
Uso. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Vicious right forward.
What energy in this arena tonight.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out. Mere seconds away from evening the odds.
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Here we go. Tonga twist. And it can be all over for Jay. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? And now the... Look at that.
Lift it up. What's next? The teams are screwed up, but he doesn't think it's Jay. And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
Will could end it there.
Just punishing their opponent. Just punishing. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Then a knee right to the throat.
Robbing the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this match.
Center of the cage, no room for error.
Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tomatunga, Tungaloa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each